Hey everyone, I'm Rob and welcome to the test drive. In today's video, I'm reviewing the 2019 and 2020 Jeep Compass Trailhawk, and today I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know about this car. Let's go. But first, I'd like to thank Gettacar for making this review possible. Gettacar is 100% online, but has a customer success hero that guides you through each step of the car buying process. Delivery comes to you, and you get to test drive the car on the spot. If you decide this is absolutely the car for you, you sign the papers and that's it. Gettacar delivers anywhere in the US and features a 7-day test own with a money-back guarantee to anyone within their delivery zones. You also get an industry-leading 90-day, 4,500-mile extensive warranty. Gettacar is meant to be fast, easy, and convenient, so you can focus your time and energy on other things, making car buying a simple, hassle-free process. I have a link to this car in the description below, as well as a link to the rest of Gettacar's awesome inventory. Now, the Trailhawk is essentially an off-road ready version of the Jeep Compass, and like in every other review, we're going to start with the exterior of this vehicle. And you can tell right away that this is a kind of different looking Compass. You have tow hooks on the front and the rear. You have a bunch of other styling. You have this red styling on the outside and on the interior of the vehicle, and you have more aggressive wheels. Overall, this looks like something that you'd want to take off-road, and while I didn't actually get to film it, I did take an almost identical Trailhawk off-road. I drove it on the beach in Nantucket a couple of weeks ago, and that was awesome. I didn't have any, camera equipment, so unfortunately I didn't get to film it, but it was capable. I mean, it was able to climb up some very steep inclines and obviously go through sand. So I'll get more into some of those advantages when we get to the performance section of this video. Now, I absolutely love the way that this Compass looks. It looks way more aggressive, in my opinion, than the other Compass trim levels, and it looks very aggressive from the front. I like how this sort of looks like a mini Grand Cherokee. I did review actually a Compass Limited maybe almost 2 years ago, actually. It was like when the new Compass first came out. It has a really nice side profile. Looks very beefy, very aggressive. Even though this is a small SUV, it does have a nice ride height. It just looks Jeep-like. It looks like what you'd expect from something with the Jeep name. And then from the rear, it looks really good and aggressive, but it also looks elegant. This certainly doesn't look like a cheap vehicle, and it isn't. It's not cheap at all. You can actually option a Compass to be very expensive. There are a bunch of different Compass trim levels. The Sport is the base model. Then you have the Latitude, the Upland, which for 2020 is now the Sun and Wheel, basically, the Altitude, the Limited, the Trailhawk, and then the High Altitude. So the Trailhawk is one of the most expensive Compass trim levels. You get into it for just under $30,000. The other thing to know about the Trailhawk is that it comes standard with four-wheel drive. There is no front-wheel drive option. Then when you get to the interior of the Compass Trailhawk, it's again really impressive. These really nice seats. These are cloth seats with leather trim, and I actually think it looks really good in here. You have a nice soft leather wrapped steering wheel. Pretty much all the surfaces are soft touch surfaces. You have very little hard plastic in here. You can get a panoramic moonroof option. It's just not in the one that I'm driving. You also have a nice large back seat. I'm 6 feet tall and I had no problem sitting behind myself. And then you also have a decent amount of trunk space. Overall, the interior of this vehicle is spaced really well, and it's very versatile for whatever you could want to do with this. There are a bunch of additional options that you can add to further outfit the Compass Trailhawk. You can get a power liftgate for about $700. Navigation is about $1,500. The panoramic sunroof, which is a great option, is about $1,600. And you can also get Beats audio for about $800. I would recommend that because the standard audio system is fine, but it's not amazing, and the Beats system is significantly better. And for only $800, I don't think you can go wrong with that. You can also add the leather interior group for about $1,700. That gives you full leather seats instead of the partial leather that's in this one. It also gives you heated seats, heated steering wheel, and remote start. You can also get all of those features minus the leather seats for about $900. Then when you get to the performance of the Compass Trailhawk, there's actually a lot to talk about. So there's only one engine option for the Compass in total. That's a 2.4 liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder, putting out 180 horsepower and 175 pound-feet of torque. So this is obviously not a very quick SUV, but it's not insanely slow either. It's an adequate amount of power for a small SUV, in my opinion. And then this is mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission. Although one thing I've noticed with a lot of these Jeeps that have the 9-speed, you don't really spend any time at all in 9th gear unless you go there yourself. Because this is the Trailhawk, you do get an upgraded 4-wheel drive system. So not only do you have 4-wheel drive, but you have several driving modes for the system. So you have snow, sand, mud, and rock modes, as well as having 4-wheel drive lock and 4-low. And these are things that you really don't see from other vehicles in this space. Other small SUVs don't generally have that. So it's really nice to see how capable this thing really is and how it was built to be more than just your average small crossover SUV. Then when you get to the technology, there's also quite a bit that you get standard. So you do get the 8.4-inch Uconnect screen standard, which I really like. It also gives you Apple CarPlay and Android Auto standard. Then for not even $1,000, I believe, you can get the Uconnect navigation system. It's the same screen, it just has the navigation option built in. And honestly, I don't even think you need it because you still get the full-size screen with this, and Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are typically better than any factory navigation system anyway. You also have this nice screen in between the tachometer and the speedometer, gives you a bunch of vehicle information. You get a really nice large backup camera, and then there's also a bunch of additional safety technology that you can get for the Compass, and it's not terribly expensive. You can get the safety and security group for about $900, gives you blind spot monitoring, cross path detection, rain sensing wipers, and an alarm system. There's also the advanced safety group, which is about $800, that gives you adaptive cruise control with stop and go, advanced brake assist, automated headlamps, and the lane sense system. And I just love how inexpensive the packages are for the Compass. You get a lot of value for your money. I hope you enjoyed this review of the 2019 and 2020 Jeep Compass Trailhawk. Once again, I'm Rob. This is a test drive. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any awesome upcoming content. Thanks again for taking this test drive with me, and I'll talk to you soon.